And it's presented by Budweiser. And now the main event, moments away.
Let's get ready to
Rumble! Dame Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers, Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder, the 3-6 matchup. It's the only first-round series in which the home team has won every game. Russell Wilson knows it's going to be a great one.
Wow. Okay, Russ. Congrats.
Everybody going to be watching this thing as we welcome you inside Studio J in Atlanta on this Easter Sunday. Hope Easter was great for you. It was just a glorious day here in Atlanta. Absolutely beautiful. And
great.
We cap it off with a couple of games, and you just
well,
watched.
that wasn't a game.
You just watched the Toronto Raptors.
Now this is going to be a game.
Set a franchise record with their third straight postseason win.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They'd never won 3 games in a row.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's – well, we said that this was the best Toronto team, at least I said this, in my opinion, even including the Vince Carter era. This is the best team from top to bottom.
No question.
That they've ever had.
Ties their franchise record, according to Hal Galima, because I misquoted the great Hal by saying that it said
yeah,
it.
when
tied.
you misquote, hey, when you
tied.
said great Hal Galima, that was a damn misquote.
No, there's nobody better.
Yeah, you okay.
Yeah. So now, what do we look for with Portland OKC? You got the star power in this one. You got the friction going on between Damian Lillard and Russell Westbrook. What swings the balance tonight, Shaq?
Well, OKC has to do everything right. They have to play well. They have to play smart. And they definitely have to win the game. The pressure is on those guys tonight. I know Russ, him, and, Dame, they're going to be going back and forth. But, he's, I think, averaging 10 assists. He's going to probably need 15 tonight. Get everybody going first. And then every now and then, if you want to go at the other guy, you can, because that's part of the game, and that's what people want to see. But you got to do everything right, and you definitely got to take care of the ball at home.
So Portland wins the first 2 at their place. Oklahoma City goes 10 for 61 in Portland from 3, and then they come back and shoot nearly 50% from 3. They have their series high in assists. Get into the dynamic, both of you, about the difference between playing on the road and playing at home and the comfort zone you're in, and basically playing better basketball, and what you couldn't do on the road, you do at home.
Well, man.
From your experience.
I honestly, my experience is different from probably the norm. The norm would say that you're going to play better at home. You're going to have an opportunity to, you eat, sleep, and you have your same routine and ritual. But for some reason, I've been blessed to play on teams that play better on the road, and because of all of the lack of distractions. When you're on the road, I feel a lot of times it's 12 men. It's one hotel, one room. We're all eating together. We're all going places together. I think for me, playing on the road was, especially in the playoffs, it was a comfortability of focus in, lock in on your task. Where at home, you're still doing home chores.
You have distractions.
You have small distractions, not even big, just small distractions. So I always thought I was different. Our teams that we played in Houston, we were much more focused on the road for some reason.
Well, the reason the guys play better at home is very simple. People are positive at home. The fans are cheering for you. You want to play better for them, but they give you that extra confidence. They get that extra energy.
Did that help you?
It didn't matter. I was a star. It didn't matter where I played, but I'm talking about it really helps the role players. Like, everybody wants people to like them. And when people are saying great things and clapping for you, that helps lesser players. Like when people calling you names and throwing stuff at you, if you don't have supreme confidence, it can hurt you on the road. If you go, history shows most people play better at home because it's just positive reinforcement. When you see up there, you see your family, and everybody tell you how much they love you and everything.
I want to check your stats on the road at home.
Dude, first of all, you don't have to check my stats. My stats will greet anywhere.
I'm going to check them.
No, they were.
Okay,
the man doesn't lie.
That was a guy. I'm talking about.
Tell him, Chuck.
Charles
You
Barkley.
better Google me.
You better
Charles
Google
Barkley.
me.
No,
That's my
who
boy
you are,
Montel
Chuck.
says. You better Google me.
No, Shaq said that.
Better tell him, Shaq, tell him to Google me.
What's your name?
Chuck Barkley.
Okay.
Hey, you know who I am.
Hey,
Barkley.
hey, and you know who we were in Houston.
Yeah.
You know who we were too.
We know
who we
were.
You definitely knew who we were.
Put Chucky Brown.
Okay.
There's been a physical aspect.
To lock you up.
Chucky Brown.
There's been a physical aspect to this series as well. Ennis Cantor, in fact, said Shaq was sore the other morning when he woke up after the Game 3 of that series.
Well, that's how you're supposed to feel. This is playoff time. advance, maybe get to the finals, maybe win the championship. This is how you have to play. You have to play all out. Phil Jackson and the great Texas winners just say, if you're not sore when you're in the shower after the game, you ain't played hard enough.
Yeah, I think the other thing is, we mentioned this early in the pregame, is Paul George. Here's the guy who really has played at an MVP level during the regular season, and he has not had the clear advantage. Injury, / not feeling well, or just off, or defensively. Whatever it is, he has not played to the level he's normally been playing up to. That, to me, will be the difference. Yes, 25 points per game, but 37% from the field, 28% from three is not a Paul George. Those are just, you're getting numbers. You're not getting numbers that are impactful. And he usually makes impactful plays. He makes impactful numbers. And I think between Lillard and McCollum, they have been impactful. And Cantor, he has to be impactful today. This is a swing game. This swings the series, this game.
Well, and like I say, to go back to my point I was making earlier, guys on the bench they're going to play better at home. Those guys in Oklahoma City. I'm not worried about Dame or CJ or Cantor from one side of Portland. I'm worried about those other guys. But as far as OKC, Russ and Paul and Steven Adams, they're going to do something. Now, the key is going to be those other guys, and I think they will play better at home. I think this game is going to come down to the last quarter like the last game did, and no turnovers. And listen, this Russ rocking his baby and everything. Dame has been steaming for 48 hours thinking about that.
Do you think Paul George is sound physically? He tried to tell everybody earlier in the series,
Yo, man.
I'm pain-free now.
Yo, man, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for these. It's his time.
I ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for that.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. What you think this? I told you, Jason Day's wife said it best. Suck it up. Do not come out here whining. We are in the first round of the playoffs. These guys done played 100 games. We all tired, Ernie. Everybody's sore. Like my man said, like Chuck just said earlier, my man said he was sore after the game. Everybody is sore after 100 NBA games.
We don't want to hear.
We don't want to hear that.
What I've heard, what I do realized is that when you're hurt and you actually step on the lines, then you're telling the world that you're capable, and you're capable of doing what you do. So no one will remember next year if you lose this series that you had a shoulder. They're gonna say you lost. You didn't play well. Your team is not good enough. That's all they remember.
Or you let the people know that you hurt so they can use that excuse for you if you don't accomplish.
But in the essence of
he was hurt.
Let me tell you something. Paul George got a lot at stake.
Because
remember last year, first of all, he takes all that money. I think he
earned it.
No, he did earn it. He did it. But I'm saying last year in the playoffs, in the last game, he was like 5 for 25. So, and he called himself playoff P.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Well, you can't be calling yourself playoff P if you go 5 for 25 and get beat by a lesser Utah team last year, which they did. You got Russell Westbrook and Paul George and Steven Adams. You should not be losing to the Utah Jazz.
And a 3 for 16 game 3. He did have 22 points, but 3 for 16 from the field in Oklahoma City's win over Portland.
Yeah, like I said, it's been volume, not efficiency. And, he has been an efficient player throughout the regular season. He has been an MVP candidate, no argument about that. And we have to see that because he does have the advantage. He has a size advantage and he has a quickness advantage to get his shot off against the lesser, smaller guards of Portland.
And I like OKC in this game because if you look at the history of the Portland guards, they haven't played well together a lot. It's up and down. So far, both of them have been playing.
Oh, they're rolling right now, brother.
They're rolling right now.
They're rolling, brother.
So, which
this
means
is different.
One of those guards is due a bad game.
They're going to the Western Conference Finals.
They have lost 8 in a row on the road in the postseason in 17 of their last 15. I don't know. I think they had some success in getting those home and road numbers in his postseason career.
Oh, you were better at home, scrub.
Yeah.
22 on the road.
Better at home, you scrub.
It's the same, brother.
No, it ain't the same. 2 points better.
22, that's all you average?
I know you got
in the Hall of Fame.
I know you got Portland going to the finals. Do you have them in this game 4?
I like him in game 4 tonight. It's Dame Lillard coming through tonight. We're going to be rocking the baby the other way tonight.
Is that a guarantee?
Guarantee.
How do you get in the Hall of Fame?
Guarantee. Tease.
So you're about to see a 2-2 series here on TNT.
Anybody can do what you do.
I want to see Shaq.
We're taking you to the peak.
I want to see a real Hall of Famers.
The lasting image of the first half of this game, the stunned disbelief of Nick Nurse
That's going to be a meme.
as he was
That's
watching after his team was called for a turnover.
That's funny.
There was a 3-second violation, which was the call, and Nick Nurse just saw Shaq's feet, or Nick Nurse just saw Shaq's suit. That's also a possibility.
Carly Zielinski.
The guy eating behind.
And if you weren't with us earlier, yes, here is the Easter, the big Easter egg.
Golden.
Shaquille O'Neal is.
I told him, CeeLo. I told him, CeeLo. I said it. CeeLo, the big CeeLo.
Underdog put that on the T-shirt.
I had
Where
somebody.
is Underdog? I haven't seen him.
He's been on the road with the
working,
Houston
yeah.
series. He's
okay.
a field producer.
Yeah, he left me for Al LaForce.
I had somebody tweet me in the first half and said I needed to speak louder because they couldn't hear me over Shaq's suit. So it was good.
But they hit it, Shaq.
I liked it. It's the American Express halftime report, by the way, and here are the American Express teammates in the first half. They're going to come from the Toronto side, as you might expect. Kawhi Leonard's got 18 on 6 out of 9. Pascal Siakam, we talked about his improvement that last postseason to this postseason, about 7 points a game to 24 points a game. He's got 12. And Toronto has blown this thing open. It was, at one point, 43-39. In fact, it was a 9-1 start for Orlando, and since that time, it's been 57-33. So let's talk about Kawhi Leonard and what you've seen in the first half.
Kawhi Leonard knows the importance of this game. He's been on the championship team with Hall of Famers, and as a matter of fact, he was still the guy on that team. So he's saying, you know what, guys, just follow me today. I'm going to do what I do, put my head down, go to the hole, read the defense. You know, he was, before he, had the situation last year, we was arguing about whether he was the second or third best player. He's starting to get back to that form. But again, he knows the importance of this game. Kenny, he's just going out and say, move out my way, follow me. That's right, repost.
Get these little guys off me, too.
Oh, I missed it. That's okay. Get the rebound.
That's a
pull out.
tough shot, right?
They ain't going to play me. Tough shot, fade away in your face. And Kenny, I was getting ready, to ask my guy Chuck. I'm like, Chuck, where do you place Kawhi Leonard at now?
Shaq, I can't believe you said that.
And then this happened. Chuck.
What's that?
Charles.
He's fading.
Barkley. Charles, I want to ask you about Kawhi. Hey, Chuck, I want to ask you about Kawhi.
What did you have in those headphones? Like the sound of waves crashing, or was it
Charles,
a rainforest?
It was. I was watching.
I want to ask you about
I
Kawhi.
was watching 60 Minutes. They were doing a thing, especially on Easter Island.
Yeah, but
It's
there
over
was
by
that sleep.
Chile.
Yeah, I
That
know.
sleepy?
So it was beautiful.
Apparently,
But Shaq,
it had not.
Sleep nights.
No,
all
no,
of
I
it.
didn't
Sleep
get
nights.
I didn't get to take my nap today because I was watching golf. But
What are you, 3?
Listen to these excuses.
take a nap.
I didn't have my warm milk today.
So, but you know what, Shaq? Before you even said it, I was writing my notes down.
And which was?
I was gonna ask you guys, because Shaq, you're right. We're talking about who was better after LeBron, KD, or Kawhi 2 years ago. And I'm making my list here.
Checking it twice.
And I said, LeBron, KD, Giannis, James, and Kawhi. Those are the 5 best basketball players, in my opinion.
You don't think
that order.
Steph Curry is in that order? In that?
Not in front of these guys.
I'm just asking a question.
Well, don't
It's a
ask me
question. It's a
question.
debate.
If I said the damn answer, don't ask me
No,
the
you
question.
didn't. I didn't know that was the
We
answer.
know from past experience that sometimes your lists are subject to change.
Well,
Without
I
question,
love
in
Steph Curry,
minutes.
but these 3 guys here,
Is
You don't
that
have
the order?
Westbrook in there.
is that
Or Paul
LeBron?
George.
if I don't slap the hell out of you on national television,
It's
you know,
Easter
it's my
Sunday.
list.
Charles, be nice.
my
Not-
list.
But you ain't think about it. You just wrote it down 5
I
seconds
did
ago.
think about
While
it.
you were sleeping.
You were sleeping. You couldn't have thought about
I
it
just
long.
wrote it when I came out here awoke.
That's my point. So you might have
Woke.
messed it up.
In that order, so you
Yeah,
got
he
KD,
came out here
5th
woke.
best player now.
LeBron, KD, Giannis, Kawhi, and James. That'll be my top 5.
Got it.
Would you haven't shared much on the first half at this
No, I mean, that's an interesting list if we were worried about who was his best players today, but I think he was just talking about.
Well, he asked a question.
He was just talking about where does Kawhi
asked
fit
it-
with someone who's relevantly playing in the game.
He
today.
asked me-
I would say, I would say that Kawhi is probably at the bottom 5, moving back up. he's at 5.
That's where I got him.
But I don't. I'm just.
That's where I got him.
That's what I think, Shaq.
Argue with me for 2
I didn't argue with you. I just asked you, did you leave off anyone else?
Would Steph make your list?
Steph would pop. Yeah, he would make
definitely.
my list.
Over who?
I would say that he would make my list, and I will give
Over
you my
Harden.
five. Yeah, I would say.
James Harden, the best offensive player we've ever seen in the NBA, arguably today.
And Steph is the best shooter we've ever seen in the NBA, arguably
James
today.
averaged more points.
That's because he took more
More
shots.
assists.
Look at
That's
Charles
who's taking
hanging
more
his
shots.
look at Charles hanging his head on stats.
Got to give that man credit, man.
Oh,
my
he's
goodness.
nice.
That man.
Nice.
I don't even like analytics.
I think that, you know, I think this argument is subjective, and it
No.
doesn't really matter.
Is
Barbershop
that better,
talk.
Barb?
I would say he's
that better,
Kawhi is
Barb?
getting a lot better. He's getting a lot better.
16-point game at the break, boys and girls.